In this video, Tulsi Gabbard absolutely obliterates Tim Ryan on live TV, okay?
Okay.
It gets wild. It gets crazy. I am not going to spoil it for you. We get right into it. Without further ado, let's ride.
Taliban claimed responsibility for killing 2 American service members in Afghanistan. Leaders as disparate as President Obama and President Trump have both said that they want to end U.S. involvement in Afghanistan. But it isn't over for America. Why isn't it over? Why can't presidents of very different parties and very different temperaments get us out of there? And how could you?
I appreciate that question. So I've been in Congress 17 years, and 12 of those years I've sat on the Armed Services Committee, either the Defense Appropriations Committee or the Armed Services Committee. And the lesson that I've learned over the years is that you have to stay engaged in these situations. Nobody likes it. It's long. It's tedious. But right now we have, so I would say we must be engaged in this. We must have our State Department engaged. We must have our military engaged to the extent they need to be. But the reality of it is this president doesn't even have people appointed in the State Department to deal with these things.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Whether we're talking about Central America, whether we're talking about Iran, whether we're talking about Afghanistan, we've got to be completely engaged. And here's why. Because these flare-ups distract us from the real problems in the country. If getting drones shot down for $130 million because the president is distracted, that's $130 million that we could be spending in places like Youngstown, Ohio, or Flint, Michigan, or rebuilding.
Congresswoman Gabbard, I'm going to give you 30 seconds, actually, to jump off what he said. He described engagement as the problem. Is that what you will tell the parents of those 2 soldiers who were just killed in Afghanistan? Well, we just have to be engaged. As a soldier, I will tell you that answer is unacceptable. We have to bring our troops home from Afghanistan. We are in a...
Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with Tulsi?
...place in Afghanistan where we have lost so many lives. We've spent so much money, money that's coming out of every one of our pockets, money that should be going into communities here at home, meeting the needs of the people here at home. We are no better off in Afghanistan today than we were when this war began. This is why it's so important to have a president and commander-in-chief who knows the cost of war and who's ready to do the job on day one. I am ready to do that job when I walk into the Oval Office. Thank you very much.
Listen, I'm going to go down the line.
I'm just going to say something real quick. What Tulsi's saying is so true. You know, I just actually watched a video on Graham Stephan's YouTube channel where he went to, I think it was Santa Monica. Wow. When you want to talk about what a difference, right? First of all, so many stores are closed. Nobody can afford the rent there, right? Not only the homelessness, but the crime has gone through the roof, right? And it's not just California. It's all over, to be honest with you. Literally. You know what I mean? And that has a lot to do with, you know, obviously who is running the country, who is running government, right? So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about what Tulsi said, but she's right. We need to be pouring a lot of those funds back into our own country. We're quick to help any other country, but like, what about our own country, right? Back to the video.
Look, I'm going to go down the line. I'm going to go down the line here. Well, you know what? You felt like she was responding. You get 30 seconds. Go.
Good man.
Fair enough.
I appreciate that.
I hear what you're saying.
I would just say I don't want to be engaged. I wish we were spending all this money in places that I've represented that have been completely forgotten and we were rebuilding. But the reality of it is, if the United States isn't engaged, the Taliban will grow and they will have bigger, bolder terrorist acts. We have got to have some present there. The
Taliban was there long before we came in. They'll be there long before we leave.
Well,
we cannot keep U.S. troops deployed to Afghanistan thinking that we're going to somehow squash this Taliban that has been there, that every other country that's tried has failed.
I didn't say squash them. When we weren't in there, they started flying planes into our buildings. So I'm just saying right now,
the Taliban didn't attack us on 9/11. Al-Qaeda did.
Well,
Al-Qaeda attacked us on 9/11.
I understand.
That's why I and so many other people joined the military to go after Al-Qaeda, not the Taliban.
The Taliban was protecting those people who were plotting against us. All I'm saying is, if we want to go into elections and we want to say that we got to withdraw from the world, that's what President Trump is saying. We can't. I would love for us to.
You wouldn't love for us. That's this is my problem, right? It's like this need, this urge to want to stay and want to take out this person, take out that person, take out this organization, take out that organization, right? There's always going to be an organization. There's always going to be evil in this world, just in general, right? This is the mindset that possibly some of the people that are already in office have, right? Why we're in this predicament. Let's just keep sending billions and billions to other countries, right? And not help home turf. Come on, right? Again, this is just my personal opinion. So I have to side with Tulsi here. I have to side with Tulsi. A lot of people, it's interesting because I'm finding that a lot of people that were like, oh, I'm not into politics or I'm not into this. Well, you better start getting into it because we're getting to a point where you not being into it is going to affect your daily life. It's going to start to affect you. It's going to start to impact you, right? Because a lot of the decisions are getting made have declined this country a ton, and that is a fact, right? So, hopefully the right party wins this election, okay? And you know what I mean. If you follow my channel, you know what I mean when I say that, right? And that's my personal opinion. But let's get her angle back to
Al-Qaeda right now in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, all right, it's done. All right, so. And obviously this is old, right? So obviously, this is a bit older clip, right? But the reason why I'm reacting to this now is because what's wild to me is we're actually in a more detrimental period now than before, right? So, we got to get our ish together. Again, you go to, California, they got their stuff. They got to fix their situation, right? 1000%. Crime is rampant all over the country, not just California, all over the country, right? Chicago, everywhere, right? Even where I live, it's going crazy, right? So, which is why I had to move out of my area. So, and a lot of these come down to, who's running the government, who is in a position of power to make certain decisions, to put certain policies in place to make things work, right? So that is my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Maybe you think that I'm wrong. Maybe, right? So get in the comment section. I get active, guys. Thank you for watching. If you don't know, we got the new merch, okay? Awake, not woke, okay? Awake, not woke. The link to cop it will be in the description. Would love you guys' support. Appreciate you guys. Until next time, peace.